What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back, day 2
Better pray you have
of
someone
this
up
immaculate
there looking out
game. I'm
for
gonna
you.
wait a few minutes before we get started on day 2 of Kingdom Come Deliverance. But I'm excited. We left off yesterday briefly on the quests regarding to helping our friend, getting strong, learning the basics on how to craft and whatnot. So we're gonna get in it here in a few minutes. But for everyone that's gonna join the live stream, welcome. I appreciate you taking your time out of the day. Those who catch it on YouTube or my Twitch, once I load it up, welcome in. Consider hitting that follow button on all my platforms, but especially Twitch. 24 followers and to affiliate, which is a huge deal when it comes to things I could add to the channel. So I'm gonna give a few minutes, let people trickle in, and then we'll get started. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get started right now. Let me know how the sound is on your guys' end. So let's see. One is so we gotta collect map to see where you're going. Pick Sage and pick Charlemagne. Take the spade. Your bed. What does it mean? Take the spade. Is there something I missed upstairs? We don't have a lock pit. Understandable. Get the chicken. Oh god! I didn't know you could kill. You can kill chickens in here. Holy crap. The compass okay and top speed. Help me navigate the world. I thought I had a weapon. Oh, you know what I have to do? Probably equip it. Equipped a pouch will open up slots that place potions and food. Okay, cool. Equipped a belt will increase the number of slots you can equip weapons, shields, ammunition, and etc. That's cool. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 pulls out of your belt. B to open your belt pouch and hold B to pull it away. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that is pretty nifty. Oh man, 2 swings and I'm done for. Holy shit. Take this spade. Okay, first we'll get. Take this bait. Okay, this was the additional quest. Okay. Slowly trying to learn how to navigate the map.
Damn, his shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain.
Oh, that is the Charlemagne and Sage. And that is me. Okay. Well, I brought the body to the wrong spot, but you know, do a little exercise. go. We got sage.
Purple flower. Sage. There we go.
We'll probably grab a lot, considering that we're already here. Which is nice to know that you're gonna have to look, like throughout the map, you're gonna have to look clearly at all the plants and shrubs. Because
I could go for something to eat now.
there's nothing that's gonna tell you like where it is. I mean, this is pretty blended in. My God. Right, you want to eat. Let's see here. We'll eat an apple. You're not wearing a pouch, okay. I know I'm not wearing a pouch.
That's it. Chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
Again, I want to grab as much of this because I probably won't have a chance to grab it again later. Well, I mean, I'm probably going to forget, to be honest. We're getting good numbers. Right. Carry him to the stream first.
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
Sometimes we're enemy. Ooh, you like that little hint? Sometimes things can be solved. With a little reason. Oh, there's a guy there. Let me drop his body off.
What do you know about it?
Who are you, fellas?
Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you. Lord von Bergov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights' company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
You're from Lord von Bergov? You don't look like it.
Kurva! Watch your tongue with me, boy. When I say we're from von Bergov, then we're from fucking von Bergov. Who else would we be from anyway? You can talk to me or talk to cold steel. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
I'm Henry of Skalitz. I'm accompanying Sir Hans Capon on a mission to deliver an important letter to Lord von Bergov. We were the ones who were ambushed yesterday by the pond. And Sir Hans isn't fit to travel now. Please report to Trotsky that we'll come as soon as we can. And have them send us horses and some clothing. And an escort would be good too.
Shit, how about that? I didn't expect you to fall for it so easily. I was kidding you before. But I reckon you figured that out, eh? We'll take your Sir Hans with us. But we've no need of you. Farewell, Henry of Skallets.
Hey,
This'll be
you!
quick, boy. This'll be quick, boy.
Growler.
I'll rip your ass open!
Oh, bleeding on me! Want me to get...
Battle combat is very interesting. Now, I don't know how to switch between people. So,
What's that dog making such a fuss about?
God.
Could something have happened at Bajena's?
Imagine coming with the body. What would they say?
Two of them fled and they must be hiding here somewhere in the rocks. What do you know about it?
And who are you fellows?
You're not wearing a pouch, but it's on me. Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. You have to hold it to eat. There you go. Nourishment 61. So you really actually got to eat, otherwise. Oh my god. You can see on the bottom of my right. Oh, you can't eat raw food. Smart. Nourishment 67, health 73, energy 100. Very interesting.
Lord von Bergov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights' company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
You're from Lord von Bergov? You don't look like it.
Kurva! Watch your tongue with me, boy. When I say we're from von Bergov, then we're from fucking von Bergov. Who else would we be from anyway? You can talk to me or talk to cold steel. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
Calm down. No need to draw weapons. I'll tell you everything. It's just like you said. Before dawn, there were some vagabonds round here. I had a bad feeling about them. They were looking for a hiding place.
What I want to know is where they are now, not where they were this morning.
We sent them to the path around the pond. Not to the rocks, but along the other bank that leads to the crossroads by the birch tree, and then into that long gorge. Decent folk don't go there. It's a hiding place for all kinds of dodgy types, so a couple more won't be noticed.
Aye, I know the crossroads with the birch tree. Oh, that's a long fucking way from here.
Aye, but if you hurry, you'll be in that long gorge before dark.
Shit, I've been up all night, and now I'm supposed to hightail it to the fucking birchwood?
Did they hurt you?
No. But I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Sorry. I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Oh. And she's helped us. But at the same time, I mean... I put some good faith in her.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skallets, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler. and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trusky to deliver a message from Sir Hanush of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord Bombergov. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them. I was sure they'd see through you. You thought up quite a story.
Yeah. It's a good thing I remembered those birches me and Sir Hans rode past. How's he doing? Will he be all right?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds, and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
All right, I'll try. But I'm not sure how to do it.
I told you, I'll explain everything. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
I just want to bring the body over here because I don't want to forget. But I didn't want to skip it on the alchemy because I think it's important to know what we should craft, like how to craft. And it's another good thing about the game is as it said in like the little tips box, always go at the solution with the weapons of words versus like attacking. Because I mean, at the end of the day, you can always attack. Or if they don't believe your bull BS, then they're gonna attack you. But what's the point of fighting?
First, go to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start.
Add it to the cauldron. Finally, 4. Okay, 1. Okay, add the chamomile and boil it for 1 turn.
You must have read it by now, surely. All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe.
Oh, I didn't know there was a base. Oops, what? You need wine, 2 handfuls of chamomile and a handful of sage. Okay. Wine, I did not read. Reading's important. I like the graphics.
If you don't remember what goes in there. So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame. So you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit. Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling. To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up.
That's so cool. So you actually really have to go in depth with this.
Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand. All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron. Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames. All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron.
So in depth regarding just to make a basic.
Have you
potion.
ground it? Good.
Most other games.
Now,
is
drop it
simply
in the
just,
cauldron.
At most, drag the items and poof, it's done. But my God.
You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in. Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Only 2? Oh my God. That's cool. Hopefully that we get to come back here.
Here it is.
Oh, we took the book.
Ooh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
Well, if you feel up to it, I'd be right grateful to you if you was to rid me of that damn corpse what's lying there the whole time.
Sure. I'll do the best I can.
When you're done with that, go get some sleep. You won't miss anything, and you need the rest after everything that happened.
All right. Wow. So good game so far. I mean, man, that is in depth. Or if that's how every potion is to be made, I do not have any complaints whatsoever about that. Oh, nice. So it saves it. This is a. Oh my God! Look at the map on this thing. My God. But really, the graphics are good. I mean, it's not the best, but Ghost of Tsushima, like how it moves in the wind, but it gives you that like whole kind of scenic. I was talking to Vezra, and he was saying that it kind of reminds it so far a little bit of like a Blizzard. If I'm mistaken, I apologize for Blizzard from this point.
Ah, shit! Oh, my shoulder. Oh, this bastard's hard work. can't be in the ground soon enough.
After quite a bit of arduous work. It's crazy how her house blends in so eloquently. It's got a bathroom, that's wild. Maybe this is a stable or you got our pigs and all that sleep. Wait, listen, do this. Like how she does her panties and all that, the hides. I've learned prayers. Oh wow, you can actually pray in the game.
Lord God Almighty, look down on a poor sinner and hear my heartfelt prayer. Protect Sir Hans and don't let him die. Just as he didn't let me die. Preserve his life. Because he's a young gentleman. Brave and just and a good Christian. And look down on Bajena too. And let her save Sir Hans. And deliver her from all evil. And grant her grace. Because she herself is merciful and didn't turn us away in our hour of need. Amen.
Amen. What do they say? Prayer is
Amen.
power.
Well done. I got rid of that corpse for you.
God bless you, Henry. Thank you kindly. I'll sleep easier now, and when Ignatius the Gravedigger comes by, I'll get him to take care of the rest.
It's empty.
Waking up at 5 a.m. is decent. Sleep 12 hours, we're gonna be mighty hungry, but...
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had it like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Stronger dog fucks the bitches, and war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you,
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Howdy, howdy, everybody. Welcome in.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
No worries, no worries. It was just teaching us the basics of how
Hallelujah.
to craft potions, and then we buried the
I
body.
thought you'd never wake.
And we said a prayer.
Were you having a nightmare?
Gotta start.
Bad dreams.
Oh, this must be the
You must be
gatekeeper,
Pavlena,
his,
right?
daughter.
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Oh, Hans. He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad, but I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
The sword. The last thing Pa forged before they murdered him. It might sound strange, but I feel his soul won't find peace until that sword is back in our family.
It doesn't sound strange at all, and swords are a symbol of kings. It could mean power and responsibility, or war and ruin. After all, a sword has two edges, and it depends who's wielding it.
Thanks, Pavlena. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Increasing Henry's level will also give you perk points. You can use them to unlock abilities upgrades. Alright, let's zero here. Oop. So main level, strength, speech. Oh, that's cool. We could move. Oh, okay, we can move around. Player, crafting. So we got the main, the stats. Change outfit. Oh. Agility. And then we have, so main stat. The main level we're at. Strength. This is what we have already. 13 available perk points. Wow. Secondary, so we have charisma, conspicuous, visible, noise, speed, persuasion, skills. Okay, I'm trying to see though how we can add. Oh wow, so people of the forest. Shepherds, gatekeepers, our reputation's 52, so middle, I guess. Okay, so you just have to click on it. Okay. So, main level. Charming man. Mom always said you should do one good deed every day. You carry out your mother's wisdom and heart, and that's why you have often carried the palm of your hand. Opportunist. He was a friend to all friends, to none. You can be a friend to anyone when it suits you, but are you a true friend, especially to yourself? If you lose reputation, the drop will be 10% less. Okay. Sorry. Still learning the buttons. So, let's see. We'll add to strength. Oh, so you had to actually go down here. If you carry a sack or even a dead, unconscious body, the weight only counts as half. Therefore, they'll hardly burden you. The required strength for all weapons will be 2 less. In general, if you have a lower strength than the weapon requires, you will do less damage with it. Oh, I like this perk. Be a hard-working lad. Stamina, speech. Haggling prices is going to be key. Agility. So there's a lot of skills. I mean, even alchemy, crafting, survival, thievery. God, you can even steal. So our main stats are these. The main level, strength, agility, all that. And then you have your secondary, which is charisma, conspicuous. Okay, these you can't add anything to it. Okay. Skills, alchemy. God, there's so much in depth in this. Crafting, drinking, horsemanship, which is probably going to be good. Houndmaster, the art of dog handling. Wow. Okay. Scholarship, survival. It's probably important too to hunt food. Combat, combos, buffs, reputation, stats. Ooh, sword and shield would actually be pretty cool for me. Oh, these are just the combos, okay. So we don't spend skill points there. So you spend skill points on these 4. Okay, swords, wayfare, evade, feint, repose. Oh, we know those, okay. Blocks will cost you 20%. Interesting. So we have a lot of skills, and that's pretty cool.
Look who's finally up! Hey. Henry! Come and join us! Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the 3rd time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The 3rd time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleyov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, audentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
Yeah, true. I'll never forget you for dragging me all the way here from the lake.
You're quite welcome. The Lords of Lipa do not leave their friends in the lurch.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleyov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Oh, Bojena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
But I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bajana.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. This'll come in handy.
No doubt.
Savior
But we better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer.
Are you managing here all right?
We don't complain. We mostly live off the woods, and when we need something else, we buy it or get it from the villagers. Mostly, I weave baskets. And me and Ma brew ointments and potions. Then I go around the villages selling them, or I barter them for stuff we need. Sometimes folk come here to us, when it's something serious.
How come you live here, and not in the village?
Oh, that's hard to explain. It's just the way things turned out. And Ma and... look, that's our affair, and we won't talk about it. Sorry.
Interesting.
Is anything interesting happening around these parts?
Them bandits is riding roughshod over the place. It's about time Lord von Burgau rousted them out. But I reckon you know something about that, huh?
You got that right.
And there's to be a big wedding. Young Lord Semin's gonna marry the daughter of the bailiff of Troskowitz, Thrush. That's the biggest thing happening. Apart from that... A band of nomads turned up here. They got a camp somewhere down by the pond.
You said you'd shoot arrows at the Cumans. You can use a bow.
Yeah, I'm pretty handy with it. I train up there, on the cliff, whenever I have a free moment. And the hares hanging in Ma's kitchen didn't just walk in by themselves. If they'd let me take part in the tournament at Trusky Castle, I'd beat all the men hands down, but that'll never happen. So I have to make do with hares and a straw mannequin. God be with you.
There's a lot to this
Sorry
story.
for coming late, Ma. I got held up in
We're not
Troskowitz.
wanting to talk
Of
as
all
much
places.
because I don't want to interrupt the
And
dialogue.
it's not the
a good
first
story
time.
so far.
I know, but I was going past and I thought I'd try to sell some baskets and ointments there. And I succeeded.
Emmerich won't be happy.
Then he shouldn't sell so dear. He charges nearly twice as much as we do, so it's no wonder folks buy from him.
Can you tell me something about these parts?
What can I say? The village of Sheleov is nearby, and close to it there's a big traveller's inn. And to the north of Sheleov is Tachov. They've got a blacksmith's there, and a small tavern. There's no love lost between the folks from Sheleov and Tachov. They're always out to spite each other. Some dispute about some meadow.
Well, I don't suppose those are the only villages around here.
It ain't far from Sheleov to Semin. Sir Jan, the owner, he got a big stud farm with fine horses, and down by the water, a mill. The biggest village in these parts is Troskowitz, what lies at the foot of the castle. The local bailiff has his seat there, and there's a tavern too. Then there's Nebakov Fortress, Sir Yaromir's seat. There's a mill at the foot of it. But Pavlena knows more gossip about folk around here. She goes out and about. I stay home these days and hardly meet a soul.
How come you live out here?
That's just the way it is. It's for me to know, and you to find out.
Ah, all right.
I won't pry. What about those armed men who came here?
Damned if I know. I just hope they don't show up here again. Take care.
So we're
Good
learning a
day
lot
to you.
from,
God be
the
with you.
Herb Woman and Pavlina.
Henry, what are you waiting for? Finally! Where do you keep dallying?
My apologies, sir. I'm here now. We can get going.
Henry, don't provoke me.
I don't think Trotsky Castle is going to go anywhere. So what's the rush for all of a sudden?
We have a crucial mission, and things are already fucked up quite enough. I intend to return to Ratai with good news, and to do it quickly. Let's go!
What about the rest of our company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial, and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I'd known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I know how it sounds, but I saw him. Believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
This is a really good game. I like the story. I know it's slow compared to other games we played. But again, this is just the beginning, and it's probably going to get a little more hectic and busier. Yeah, I should just live here. Game over. I'll live here. The end. What about? Can you hear me now? Okay, cool. So you can hear me now?
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed.
I wonder what town we're at and how long we've been walking.
Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Don't shoot us. Please don't shoot us. Oh.
Shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am?
No, we fucking don't.
That's disgusting.
I'm Sir Hans Capel of Perkstein, heir to Ratai.
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, envoy.
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Your shitty hands off me!
Look, wait. Wait, one moment!
Interesting, they're a closed city.
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Sneak in.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You tried to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God,
So I see that there's a lot, man. We could probably
I
spend
expect they've had
hours
trouble
just
with beggars at
hunting
the
and
castle.
survival just to level
So they
that
act
up.
without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
Well, the first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
So I suppose the best thing is to go back to Ratai and eat crow, eh?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
A laughingstock? We were outnumbered by a gang of bandits.
Yes, and how come they got away with it? Because we camped at that fucking pond. We've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas. Instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
It's not your fault they died. Don't blame yourself.
We have to take care of their bodies at least. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Bajenas. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food! About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
What is it?
What's that woman from the pond?
Or the one you gave us away for?
Fight bear that witch. Wench!
What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word. That's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster. If you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
Yeah, one of them nomads is an acrobat who does all kinds of tricks.
An acrobat?
What was that?
Daddy's wounded.
Oh, my. Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ!
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a more then.
Oh, you can still. That probably doesn't do good to your reputation. I wonder if like you could get caught, or if it's like they'll automatically find out.
Not now.
Will we at last? Getting a mug of...
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
We saw each other by that pond.
What pond? I haven't been at any pond.
Yes, you were. You were attacked there by some bandits. You, some other women, and us too.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh?
Dang it.
Clear off, you lecher.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Look, please. I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the King's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Welcome in, everybody.
If you want to speak to him, the best
If you're new to the channel, consider hitting that follow button. 23, close to affiliate, which was gonna
lay your hands on me
help us
again.
grow and extend our gaming to the different communities out there.
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
She didn't make us work for our meal.
What for?
To get to work. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
That's so messed up.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
Yes, Mom.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
It's
I don't want to
terrible
interrupt,
about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Skalitz.
Never heard of it. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life. But I know this place inside and out.
I wanna gain a good reputation as those who just joined in and didn't see, along with like the wide variety of skill traits that we can have. I want to gain my reputation because it showed about like 20 to 30 different entities, individuals, or cities in which you could gain a solid reputation, which I think is going to help with bartering. That was one of the skills we saw. So if you have a good reputation, people may help you side quests. So you never know. So I feel like in this game, if you're going to play it or just watching, I want to take that approach as like just being kind and helping just like the poor folk. Because, you know, think about it, if this game is based off of any type of history, or if it's loose base, a lot of peasants kind of like were like left to feed themselves and fight each other for food and basic necessities, because like the noblemen, I mean, they didn't really care. But other than that, I think going around asking questions and helping people is going to be a good part of the game to get us experience at bare minimum.
What's life like here?
Better now that you and your pal have finally had a wash. Truth to tell, it used to be better. The war might be far away, but more and more young lads are going away to fight. But then there's a shortage of folk to do the work around here, and that's a big problem.
Where can I find work here?
First, you gotta carry them sacks for me, so don't bother looking anywhere else yet. But otherwise, you can find work anywhere. You just need to keep your eyes open and not be afraid to ask. Try Radovan the smith for one. He's a bit odd, but he'll pay decently for our help.
See, side quest probably.
Come to mention it, he's sat just round the corner there, if you want to ask him about it. And that fella next to him is Miller Crazel. He needs helpers now and then, but watch out for him. You know what they say about Millers.
I've heard things, all right.
Well then, be careful.
See, I feel like these type of people at taverns are always good to get the information of everybody, considering the fact that's where everyone, you know, back in the day, you weren't really drinking water. It was like more like barley beer, wines, because that was like the cleanest option compared to like tainted water. But going back to it, like taverns are where everyone goes to, so I feel like it's crucial in this type of game to befriend the head tavern lady so you could get more side quests and
Is this
whatnot.
the only tavern here?
In Troskovitz it is.
You must be doing pretty well then, eh?
I'd be doing a lot better if everyone paid their bills.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Troskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathhouse wench.
Who is this Semin?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Semin. The fort and the village belong to him. Old Jan Semin is the head of the family, and his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Clout? Really? They used that word back in the day?
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Semin is his vassal.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Semin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
It seems that's really our
Ooh,
only
nice
chance.
speech. See, just...
What's that?
Oh,
that's what I was
listen.
saying. Talking
If
to
you
people are
want to
going
find
to
out
instantly
more,
level speech,
there's a
which
couple
will
of
open
invited
up more
guests
on the
having
skill
an
tree.
ale over there. Young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Is that all you know about the wedding?
What else is there to know? I'm just looking forward to being a guest and having someone serve me for a change.
I know she said over in there, but
Where do you
let
want
me
the
ask again.
sacks moved to?
To the pantry. That's the second door inside there. But I'd split the work with your
All right.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
Well,
Careful with them
Oi.
sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that.
What I was gonna
Coming
say
right
is,
up.
it's nice that we just gained a level for speech, because like, that's another thing that is gonna open on our skill tree right here. So what I was saying earlier, so we have our main level, strength and whatnot. So under it, as you can see, our main level, we have things that have yet to be unlocked, but we have Charming Man, Opportunist, minimum level 6, so the higher level we get, the more it'll unlock. Same with strength. The gold is what we have, the grayed out is what we could get, and then the blanks what level we need to get. So these are all of our stats, and then you have your secondaries, which it just tells you like, hey, your charisma, noise, speed, persuasion, all those things that you have in the dialogue. Your skills, survival is going to be one. Speech, I wouldn't know where that would be under, but again, right here, warfare, steadfast. So like more additional moves we can get. So depending what your gameplay is going to be, which I'm probably going to myself upload or upgrade Wayfarer and swords. Just because that's the style of gameplay I like, and that's under combat. So there's a lot to it. There's a lot to it. Reputation, see, undiscovered, people of the forest, gamekeepers. Overall, it's 60. Fishermen, farm, tanners. So there's a lot. Civilians, right? Men at arms. So there's a lot. There's a lot to it. And I like how it does a little extra cut right here. See, picking dandelions.
God grant you health.
Oh, nice. Greetings. The basic form of greeting was a bow and varied according to the occasion and importance of the person being greeted. A slight bow with a hand gesture at the heart was used by nobles of equal rank. A deeper bow was considered more respectful. Guests respect to higher. The next was kneeling, doffing, addressing. Oh wow. So a little history. And what I liked here about this game is the artwork. As you can see, it brings back that kind of like old era of these like ages, the text, the writing, the photos, and the decorum of the page. Let's see what he has to say. There is a lot of dialogue
What are you
here.
standing here for? I'm waiting.
But we're just getting into
I'm
the
paid
game.
to
so.
transport loads, not to haul them on my back. The cart won't unload itself, will it?
Well, that's a stroke of luck. I'm just looking for a job myself. How about I haul those sacks?
It's all the same to me. Go and talk to the innkeeper about it. Bloody work.
Of course. Who else?
What do you mean?
So, side quests we haven't unlocked yet. Oh wow, we actually we traveled far away, my god.
An ale, as usual.
What did you say about the miller?
Crazel? He's a bit of a rogue. Spends all his time in Lower Samine Mill pretending to mill flour.
Excuse me? He doesn't mill flour, then?
Aye, he does, but it's just I've heard tell he gets up to all sorts of things there. Witchery and the like.
Where's the pantry?
Second door inside the tavern. You can't miss it.
What did you say about the smith?
Radovan, a decent sort. He's got some odd ways and he curses like the devil at times. But there's no his smithy's in Takov. That's a bit out of the way, but he always does such a good job. Folks don't mind going the extra distance.
We'll go and start with those sacks.
Nice and steady, so you don't do your back in.
Time comes. I'll take her to the butcher. And the more I think about it.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacra! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down. Let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semin, a nobleman, is marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's the talk of the region. It's invitation only, of course. But maybe we could wangle our way in somehow.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like Von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time. We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Do you have any idea what you look like?
Well, all right. I may not look much like a noble, but my blood's still blue. People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar, as if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Ugh!
Work, your lordship, is an activity that all us common folk have to do when we need money. And it wouldn't hurt you for once either.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God
yes,
and nature.
cheeky man.
I understand. Well, I'm in your service.
Oh, I learned the 3 states of
So
man,
I'll carry
and I
all the
learned
sacks.
farming.
Even your
Interesting.
Thank you, Henry. And don't worry, I'll pay you back for your hard work.
I'm on it.
Ooh,
Thanks
that'd be
again for
nice if you
accepting
could
it with humility.
build your own house out here,
And
have a
fear
farmland.
not, friend. I'll repay the favor.
How? Well, giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
That would be kind of you.
I knew you'd be pleased.
Alright, let's do this, and then I'm gonna have to call it night, but man, this game is indeed addicting.
Ooh.
My goodness.
That isn't half heavy. Oh.
I don't want to get too much into the nitty-gritty of the perks. I'll probably look at them off stream and build a plan regarding how I want to go about it. But so far, I'm going to say this game, it's slow, but I'm really liking it. It's really good. There's a good story about it, good characters, good dialogue, good voiceovers too. So I have no complaints, and I hope you guys like it too. If not, I'll go back. And again, I don't want you guys to think that I've moved on from Path of Exile. That game's always fun, especially with Vezra and Top Ramen. As I said yesterday's stream, Vezra's been doing a lot of grinding in that game, and he found out one of the best builds, especially for Archer or Ranger, is it's going to be that type of skills you choose. Depending on the skills and abilities, he's been grinding it, and he's darn near perfected the path for the level he's at, and the skills, how they're carrying him with kind of unique items. So, but I just wanted to take a little break, especially when I don't have a time to be on with them. I was like, we could get a good story on for the channel. And I think this is a good one. This is a good game. I'm really liking it. That's good. Yeah, for those who are watching it live or off stream, like I said, it'd mean a lot. Ooh.
Did you say?
Say it again. It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance, and you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
There's no point in this. Let's leave.
I'd do what your pal says if I were you. Get lost before something happens to you.
I give you a chance to
reputation
apologize,
loss.
and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
I'll kill you! Slice him up!
I'll crush
You're
you!
no match for us, sucker!
Now we'll
Hey! I need a hand here! You shouldn't have fucked with us, you bastard!
Fuck you! Come on then!
Let him have it!
Dude, we're getting jumped here, man.
Kurva! I'm wounded! Good! Wanker!
Don't spare him!
Hey! Now you fucked up!
Slice him up!
Oh, rip your ass open!
No one's ever really... Nice hit! Come on then! I'm wounded!
That won't work on me. Yeah! Don't spare him!
Fuck you!
Fuck her!
Alos?
Let him have it!
What kind of bullshit is this? Dude, I don't know. I can hit them like 10 times and they're not going down. I don't get
Grab
that.
them vagabonds!
Bastards!
This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak... Oh. You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle, but no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it? Fuck off!
Shut up! Or you'll get a whipping too.
Embarrassing.
Who the hell do you think you are?
Yo, 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 what's up, what's up, what's up? Oh.
I'm sorry, sir, but it's your fault what happened in the tavern.
What? My fault? You can't be serious. Whose fault is it that we're in this fucking pillory?
Don't worry, I'm gonna be heading off here in a little bit. Let's see.
I was just defending you. Should I have let that fuck beat you senseless?
I only wanted him to apologize. I'd expect my right-hand man to argue my case a bit better.
What do you think I was trying to do? We should have made ourselves scarce. None of that would have happened.
Oh, aye. Typical you, running away like a coward. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Hey, let's just stop all this arguing. It'll just make things worse.
Fuck you. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
Oh, that's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realised it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well...
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I have to consider what to do next.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Oh, Sir Otto.
Hey! Virgo!
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight. What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Oh. Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
I couldn't imagine having to sleep in that position. I don't think you could. Whole point was to torture you. Crime and reputation. Every one of your actions have consequences. If you commit crimes, the world around you and its people will react. What is a crime? Anything an honest Christian should avoid considering a crime. One must not kill innocents, steal, break into people's homes, harm people or domestic animals, and disturb their peaceful life. Wow. This is getting good. Consequences. If someone catches you committing a crime, you'll be reported, or they'll engage in confrontation. You aren't safe even if no one catches you red-handed. People aren't stupid. They might deduce what you've done. You can find your information about reputation under the player card. Reputation affects how people treat you. If someone likes you, they'll greet you kindly, and merchants will give you discounts, as I said before. On the other hand, if they hate you, they won't even talk to you. You can improve your reputations by completing tasks. You can make it worse by completing crimes. This kind of reminds me of a Fable. I wasn't old enough to play it, but I remember my older brother playing it on the Xbox. I think my favorite thing was to get drunk, you'd spin around and throw up. But the way you behave spreads among people. So if you help or hurt some, others in the area will hear about it. Improving your reputation. A bad reputation can always be remedied by paying an indulgence or a penance pilgrimage, which can be imposed to a priest. Oh yeah, that's actually true. Back in the day, I forgot what they called it, but it was like, yeah, some priests and churches said that you could pay for your sins to be abolished. Let's see. Unrest. If there's a lot of crime going on in an area, people will become more vigilant, arm themselves, and guards will call reinforcements.
Suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find muck without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
Alright guys, so I am gonna pause right here. It's getting pretty late. I do want to thank everyone that has tuned in on this stream. What I am going to do is once again upload it to Twitch and as well as video, but I'll catch you guys later.